morning student. Today we are going to learn our fourth lesson in first unit. The name of the lesson is The King's Choice. There was once a lion who was king of the forest. He was big and strong and very fierce. This is a story of a jungle king. The king of jungle was lion. He was very big, very strong and very fierce. All the other animals in the forest called him king. They brought him gifts from every corner of the forest. All the other animals in the forest called him king because he was big, strong and fierce. They brought him gifts from every corner of the forest. They brought some gifts for him from every corner of the forest. But the more the lion had, the more he wanted. Animals brought gifts every day for him, but the lion, more the lion had, he desired more. A king must have a coat, he said to himself one day. And one day the king thought of a coat. He wanted to talk with the courtiers, means the animals of that forest. He called a fox to his side. Then to call with the people, to talk with the animals in the forest, he called the fox to his side. You are known to be a wise and clever creature, fox, said the lion. I want you to be my advisor. Then he said to the fox that among all the animals, you look me wise and clever creature. So I want you to be my advisor. I want you as my advisor. Thank you, your majesty, said the fox, bowing low. And the fox accepted his advice. The fox was ready to be his advisor. The lion next called a leopard to his side. Then among the animals, the next number is leopard. The king, the lion, called the leopard to his side. You are known to be watchful and swift of foot, leopard. I want you to be my bodyguard. Then the king said to the leopard that you are known to be watchful and swift of foot, means you are able to go very fast anywhere. So I want you as my bodyguard. Thank you, your majesty, said the leopard, bowing low. And the leopard too accepted his advice. He was also ready to be the king's bodyguard. The lion then called a vulture to his side. And the next number of the animal is vulture. You are a bird vulture and can fly high. You are to be my messenger. And now the king gave the duty of messenger to the vulture. He said to the vulture, you are a bird and you are able to fly high in the sky, and so you are my advisor. Thank you, your majesty, said the vulture, bowing low. In this way, the vulture too accepted the king's advice, the king's duty. The fox, the vulture and the leopard took an oath of loyalty to the king. Then both the courtiers of the king, means the vulture, the leopard and the fox, both of them took an oath of loyalty to the king. The king promised to give them food and protection. And then the king declared that he promised them that he will give them food and protection. For some time all went well in the court of the Lion King. And then after that day, for some time everything was going well in the lion's court. The three courtiers never opposed the king. The courtiers always give response to the king's order. They never oppose him in any way. He wishes, his wishes were law. They considered his wishes as law and always follow his wishes. Whenever he roared, they stood in awe. Whenever he took a walk, they followed him. Whenever the king roared, they always came in front of to satisfy his desire to follow his order. And whenever he took a walk, means wherever the king want to go, they always follow him. When the Lion King went hunting, they found the animals for him to kill. And when their King Lion went for hunting, they found animals for him to hunt, to kill. And after his meal, he left the remain for them, so they always had enough to eat. And when the lion killed some animal, the lion killed some animal, first he take himself, first he took, first he eat the animal, and then he left the remain for the three. And in this way, they always had enough to eat. Only one day the vulture came back from a flight, and after some days, one day the vulture came back from a flight. Means he came back from a long distance of journey. Your Majesty, have you ever eaten a camel? And after coming to the court, he asked the king, means the lion, Your Majesty, have you ever eaten a camel? Means have you tasted the meat of a camel? He asked, It is very tasty. I ate it once in the desert. Then he said to the king, It is very tasty. The meat of a camel is very tasty. One time in the forest, I have a taste of the meat of camel. The lion had never seen a camel, but he liked the idea of trying camel's meat. The lion had never seen camel, and the idea which was given by the vulture to taste the meat of a camel is a nice idea, the king thought. And so he was ready to try camel's meat. But where can we get a camel, he asked. But the big problem in front of the king is that where can we get a camel? Where could they get the meat of a camel? How will they search for a camel? There is a desert some miles away, said the vulture. I was flying over it when I saw a lone camel not far away. It looked big and fat. There is a desert some miles away, said the vulture. Then the vulture said to the king, there was a forest miles away from this. There was a desert miles away from this forest. And when I was flying over the desert, I saw a lone camel not far away. It looked big and fat. The camel is not so much away from us. The desert is near our forest. And I looked the camel. It was very big and it was very fat. The lion looked at the other advisors. Then, after hearing vulture, the lion looked to his other courtiers, to his other advisors. They were wise and experienced. They were wise and experienced. He wanted their opinion. He also wanted to take their opinion about vulture's idea to kill the camel. Now the fox and the leopard did not know the desert. The vulture was known to the desert, but the fox and the leopard, they never went out of their forest, so they did not have any idea about the desert. But they did not want the vulture to seem wiser than them. But They did not want to prove the vulture wiser than them. So they said, since it was the vulture's idea, he should lead the way. So they decided that it was a vulture's idea. So the vulture should lead the way to us, and we will go to the deserted area to kill the camel, to get the camel and taste its meat. Students, we will see the remaining part of this lesson. We will see this part of on the digital board.
This is just the book I was looking for. These fables and folk tales make me so nostalgic. Oh, how I miss my grandmother and our storytelling sessions. She was such an amazing storyteller. The tales she narrated then are still so fresh in my memories. The King's Choice is one of the many interesting stories that I had heard from my grandmother as a child. This story, The King's Choice, appeared in this book, Folk Tales Retold. The story opens in a forest where a big, strong, and fierce lion was the king. All the other animals in the forest called him king and brought him gifts from every corner of the forest. But the lion was never satisfied and always wanted more. One day,
Here you are seeing the lion, who is the king of the jungle, who is the king of the forest.
the king said to himself that a king must have a coat to himself. He called a fox to his side and
The king was never satisfied. The animals brought some gifts for him from every corner of the forest, but the king was not satisfied. And one day he decided to take the court, means to take the meeting of the animals of the forest. So he called Fox to his side.
said that since a fox is known to be a wise and clever creature, he wanted him to be his advisor.
And when the fox came, the king told him that the fox was a clever creature, so he wanted him as his advisor.
The fox thanked the king, bowing low. The lion then called a leopard to his side.
The fox accepted the order of the king. Then he called leopard to his side.
As a leopard is known to be watchful and swift of foot, meaning quick in moving and running, the king wanted the leopard to be his bodyguard.
And he said the leopard that you are watchful and swift of foot, means quick in running and watching. So he asked the leopard to be his bodyguard.
The leopard thanked the king, bowing low. After the fox and the leopard, the lion called a vulture to his side. He said that since the vulture is a bird and can fly high, the king wanted him to be his messenger.
Then the king called the vulture to his side and asked him to be his messenger, as the vulture is a bird and it can fly high.
Just like the other two, the vulture also thanked the lion by bowing low. The fox, the vulture, and the leopard took an oath of loyalty to the king, and the king promised to give them food and protection in return.
Then both the animals took the oath of an loyalty towards the king, and the king also promised to give them protection and food.
time, all went well in the court of the Lion King. The three courtiers never opposed the king. His wishes were law. Whenever he rode, they stood in awe. Whenever he took a walk, they followed him.
Then from that day, for some days, all was going well in the jungle. Whenever the king rode, all his courtiers stand in awe, and whenever he took a walk, they always followed him.
When the Lion King went hunting, they found the animals for him to kill. And after he had his meal, he left the remains for them. So they always had enough to eat.
They always helped the king by finding animals for hunting him. And when the king took his meal, he left the remains for them, and so they always have a lot of to eat.
One day, the vulture came back from a flight and asked the king if he had ever eaten a camel. The vulture added that it was very tasty and he had eaten it once in the desert. The lion had never seen.
One day, when the vulture came from a flight, he asked the lion if he had tasted a camel. Then he also added that he saw a camel in the deserted area.
Seen a camel, but he liked the idea of trying camel's meat. The lion wondered and asked the vulture where could they find a camel. The vulture replied that there was a desert some miles away. While he was flying over it, he saw a lone, meaning only one camel not far away.
Then the king asked the vulture where could they see the camel. Then the vulture answered that when he was flying over the deserted area, he found a lone means a lonely camel.
He added that the camel looked big and fat. The lion looked at his other advisors for their opinion, as he considered them to be wise and experienced.
Then the lion asked his other advisors because he thought they were wise.
Now the fox and the but they did not want the vulture to seem wiser than them. So they said, since it was the vulture's idea, he should lead the way. Early